Good afternoon and welcome to Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Mosquito Joe pole qualifying on this beautiful Saturday afternoon with the Tidewater Safety Shoes evening at the racetrack. I am Brian White, and along with Adam Welbrock, we'll take you through live coverage here as we set the stage for this evening's races to Chamber of Commerce weather. Couldn't ask for any better weather. We want to thank our friends at Mosquito Joe because they make your yard a mosquito-free zone. Their services rid your yard of pesky mosquitoes so you can enjoy being outside. They offer barrier sprays to eliminate and repel mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks for up to 21 days. They also offer special event sprays to keep the mosquitoes from crashing the party. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Learn more at peninsula.mosquitojoe.com or call them at 757-772-8552. If you mention Langley, you'll get 50% off your first spray. Well, Adam, the weather for the first time in quite some time is absolutely beautiful on a Saturday afternoon.
Could not be better conditions here at Langley Speedway, my friend. The cars are here. The fans are loading into the grandstands. We are getting set for Tidewater Safety Shoes race night. It is a packed grandstands, a packed pit road down here with the limited late models and the Who's Your Driver late models here tonight. 150 laps in total across 2 divisions. It is going to be a sight to behold. 7 races in total, and it just could not be more perfect. The cars look absolutely amazing. The legends are here as well. The Cycle City Court Bandoleros are on track, and so much more to offer. Again, perfect conditions, temperatures in the upper 70s, and just a perfect atmosphere to go racing here in Hampton Roads.
Absolutely. So if you're watching on Facebook Live or YouTube, go ahead and let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, so we can interact with you. And then hop in the car, come to Hampton, and enjoy the action. You will not regret it. Bring the family, bring the neighbors, bring everybody you can think of to come on out and have a great time. You will not be disappointed. But for some reason you can't get here in person, be sure to tune in with live coverage on Flow Racing, 7 o'clock Eastern Time tonight. As Adam mentioned, the Cycle City Court Bandoleros are on track right now. These are the stars of today and tomorrow. Typically, these drivers are under the age of 15. I was talking with young Jace Rogers, your current point standings leader, and the driver that opened up the season with the victory. He is 10 years of age. So these drivers are very young, and they're very, very talented. And we're going to watch them compete for 15 laps of action to kick off the evening for the Cycle City Court Bandoleros around 7 o'clock this evening. But right now, we've got to determine where everybody's going to start the race. Each Bandolero driver will get 5 laps on the track, and then we'll take the best of their 5 laps and set that as the record. And the quickest driver to get around the racetrack will start first. Second fastest will start second, so on and so forth. And right now, as we look at the leaderboard, the fastest driver here this afternoon is Ryan C., the rookie competitor, car number 9, who sits second in points with a second place finish and a 4th to start the year. Is currently quickest, 21.764 seconds. Wyatt Menser, who now goes faster at car number 87, 21.271 seconds. That's about 0.2 of a second faster than Ryan C. Ava Beavers, car 04, another rookie competitor, has clocked in at 22.525 seconds. And Dallas Justice in the 21 entry, right now P4 at 23.451 seconds. White flag is in the air for Wyatt Menser, who is 4th in the championship standings, has a best finish of 3rd as we opened up the season. Wyatt Menser looking to rebound. He opened the season strong with the podium effort, but slipped back in race number 2, so the speed's clearly there. The next challenge is putting it together for a complete night and regaining that momentum, so I'm sure that's what Wyatt's looking for, and right now he's the fastest. Ryan C., as I say that, just goes a tick quicker. Ryan C., the fastest thus far, 21.091 seconds as he was coming to the checkered flag. Of course, Ryan C. has quietly become one of the most consistent drivers in this series. 2 races, 2 solid finishes, and now just 2 points out of the lead. May not have a win quite yet, but Adam, I tell you what, he's running pretty strong.
That's right, the rookie competitor trying to get things dialed in, and that's pretty much what you expect from a rookie, just getting their first couple of starts as we get into this season, now race number 3 on the year. Just trying to get things dialed in with these cars that are, again, very much on edge, running wide open around here. It's not an easy task, especially for someone that comes, like him, coming up from the Hampton Roads Kart Club. So certainly an adjustment for sure, but right now Ryan C. quickest on track. 4 cars have turned a lap. It's Ryan C. ahead of Wyatt Menser, Ava Beavers, and Dallas Justice so far.
We have about 4 more competitors to go this afternoon as we, again, look at this, the picture here, you see the blue skies, white puffy clouds. Just a fantastic day here to crank up the month of May, our second race technically in the month of May. We are now have moved our start time back to 7 p.m. for our races. We'll continue that all the way through until the month of September, and then in October we'll go back to our 6 o'clock starts. You can check out the entire schedule online at Langley-Speedway.com for all of the details. Green flag is in the air for Annabelle Beavers, car number 23. You make that the 28 car, and Georgia Causey in car 31 takes the green flag as well. Annabelle Beavers, what a strong run she had the last time out 2 weeks ago. Came home in the runner-up position for Annabelle Beavers, so very, very fast for that young lady. And Georgia Causey has a great lap. Car 31 rockets all the way up to second quick, 21.211 seconds. As we're watching now the 28 car come across the line, and Annabelle Beavers will go to the top, 21.038 seconds for car number 28. Again, a very fast lap for a driver who, Adam, came close to getting a win just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, she was very much in the mix. Talking about the Williamsburg Contracting Racing number 28. Annabelle currently P2 behind veteran racer Georgia Causey. Right now, Georgia is quickest at a 21.010. Annabelle about 2/100ths off of that lap. It's a 21.038 for the Williamsburg Contracting Machine. Georgia goes even quicker, but Annabelle digging for more on lap 4.
Georgia Causey, 16 years of age, sponsored by Dillon Spain Motorsports, Bridgman Underground, TNS, as well as Webb Boring. Helps support Georgia Causey from Gloucester, who right now is the fastest at 20.947 seconds, the only driver to get into that 22nd bracket. That's what car 31 has done. And so right now it's Georgia Causey, still a couple of heavy hitters that are setting down on pit lane that'll be coming out here momentarily. We're cranking things up with the Cycle City Corp Bandoleros. Coming up next here on Mosquito Joe Pole qualifying, we'll have the Cycle City Corp Legends. They'll get 2 laps on the track to see if they can go the fastest. We'll also have the Pepsi Grand Stocks following them, as well as your Yesco Limited Late Models, the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks, and then we'll cap off Mosquito Joe Pole qualifying with the Who's Your Driver Late Models as they are back in town. They'll have 2 twin 50-lap races this evening, so it's going to be a lot of action tonight. 2 races in one. We're going to qualify for their first 50-lap contest, and then they'll start the second 50-lap contest based on how they finish the first race. We will have an inversion. A minimum of 8 cars will be inverted, possibly up to 12, so we'll keep you posted on that throughout the evening. On track right now, over in turns 3 and 4, this is the 1 race car. We're talking about Tuggy Case. Tuggy Case going to get that green flag and kick off his first of 5 laps. Tuggy Case picked up the victory 2 weeks ago, so keep your eyes on Tuggy. He made a huge statement in his first appearance here in 2026. Case went straight to victory lane in race number 1 for him. So again, he has certainly been strong and hoping to go for back-to-back victories. We'll see if he can pull that off here this evening. Also on the racetrack, working through turns 3 and 4, this is going to be young Jace Rogers, your current point standings leader, who goes to the top, 20.602 seconds. That is 0.2 of a second faster than Georgia Causey. Tuggy Case right now will go P2 on his second trip around, 20.642 seconds. But Adam, Jace got the quickest lap on his opening circuit.
And that is a statement thing to the fast laps being run usually towards the end of the run. Lap 3, lap 4, and lap 5. Chase quickest on lap 1. That is certainly the statement that he was hoping to make, and of course has 4 more laps to pick it up. Lap number 2 is quicker, 20.492 seconds. Tuggy a little slower on lap 2, so we'll see what he's got in store. The 1 car about 1.5 off of his other race winner this season. Both drivers looking for win number 2, and right now they sit 1 and 2.
That's right, Jace Rogers, car 3, the fastest, goes even quicker on his 4th trip around, which is not unusual. As they get these cars wound up, they'll pick up some speed. He clocks in now at 20.478 seconds for car number 1. Jace Rogers actually slows down just a tick here on his 4th trip around, and now we're seeing the checkered flag being displayed, indicating we have wrapped up qualifying for the Cycle City Corp Bandoleros, at least for Tuggy Case. Jace Rogers is coming around to see if he can go any quicker. As I say that, Tuggy Case And now Jace Rogers goes right back to the top. Dougie Case had the fastest lap in car number 1, but Jace Rogers comes in 3/100ths of a second faster than car number 1 on his 5th trip around. So Dougie Case had the provisional pole until the 5th and final lap for Jace Rogers. When he crossed the line, he registered a time of 20.444 seconds. So Jace Rogers will lead the field to the green flag for the 15-lap race. He has a win, as we mentioned earlier, back on April the 11th. Finished 3rd 2 weeks ago, so he's hoping to pick up his 2nd win of the year. We'll see how he does here this evening. But Jace Rogers will start pole position. Dougie Case will join him on the front row. Georgia Causey will roll off 3rd. Annabelle Beavers will start 4th, and Ryan C. make up the top 5. Wyatt Mincer will roll off 6th with Ava Beavers 7th, and Dallas Justice will start outside of row number 4. Coming up next, we're going to move to the next series, which is going to be the Cycle City Corp Legends. They are coming up here in just a matter of moments. So glad you're with us here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway, and we are just about set. Here comes the Cycle City Corp Legends.
Anytime an accident happens, dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
After getting medical help, call us first. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
Larry King Law battles for justice and is dedicated to empower and protect accident victims. It is our mission to provide the best possible legal services. Anytime you need help, dial 757-INJURED.
Wyatt Howell, car 84, is on the course right now. Lap 1, 18.592 seconds for Wyatt Howell, who is running for the Rookie of the Year honors. Sits 9th in the championship chase, is looking to try to get his first top 10 finish, maybe tonight. Could be the night for Wyatt Howell, as he'll go quicker on lap number 2 for car 84 from Chesapeake. Jeff Howell is his dad, race karts, and at Trackhouse Motorplex for 2024 and the 2025 season. Finished 4th in the championship out of 50 karts, and certainly has his work cut out, looking to have some fun here in the Legend Series. Next up on the course, this is Landon Peterson on the racetrack, car number 24. Landon sets 11th in the championship chase, finished 9th in the season opening event for that 24 race car, as he brings it out at turn number 2, heads down the backstretch, 4/10 of a mile oval. That's the distance around this speedway, banking 6 degrees in the turns, 2 degrees on the straightaways. Landon Peterson from Yorktown, taking the checkered flag, has raced at other tracks, but he's having some fun here at Langley Speedway. 2nd quick overall of the 2 cars, 18.771 seconds for car number 24. Colin Maxim's on the racetrack right now. Whitestone, Virginia is home for him. Connemara helps sponsor this driver with KB Farms and James Insurance Agency and Pro Safe Storage helping support car number 6, who right now will go to 2nd on lap 1, 18.760 seconds. The driver sets 5th in the championship chase, hoping to get his first top 5. Came close back in early April when he finished 2nd, or make that 6th, excuse me, and hoping to get him 1 spot higher so he can get the top 5. He'll go faster just like everybody else has on that 2nd trip around. Lap 2, 18.756 seconds, but it's Wyatt Howell, the fastest thus far. On track right now, this is Paxton Cole in car number 46. Paxton making his first start at Langley Speedway over in turns 3 and 4 for this 46 race car. Let's see what he has in store. He is from Youngsville, North Carolina, the 2026 Winter Heat champion for Bandoleros and the 2026 Speed Week champion for Bandoleros. Sponsored by LeithCars.com and Thermal Tech HVAC for Paxton Cole, who, Adam, he's the fastest right now.
First trip to Langley Speedway, and you really be able to, mentioning it, Paxton even quicker on lap 2, 18.317 seconds. Everybody else has raced here this season, and Paxton says, watch this. I'm going to go straight up, but imagine he's going to have a bullet to dodge here. Here comes the defending champ now out on track.
How about that? We're talking about Tommy Jackson Jr., car 87. Missed the season opening race. I think he had a good reason, Adam, to miss the first race of the year.
Yeah, we're going to give him a pass opening night. He got married to his fiancée, Sydney, but congratulations to her and Tommy. but wouldn't know that he missed a race this season because that car has been fast. Came out to race number 2, got the win, and he's P2 in race 3. So it's been a great start to the season. Although abbreviated for Tommy Jackson, the speed is still there.
That's right, and the speed is there because he's the fastest by 0.3 of a second, 18.025 seconds. Car 87 goes to the top. The 4-time Langley Speedway champion for the Legends Series. He's a 3-time Southside Speedway champion, Legends cars as well. Calls Pocosin home. He is the fastest. Next up on the racetrack, a former Cycle City Corp Bandos champion himself. We're talking about Bryson Nichols. Bryson Nichols is on the racetrack from Hampton. He's your 2024 Bandos champ, as well as the Atlanta Motor Speedway champ as far as in Bandos, Thunder Thursday champ, and a 2025 Legends winner in South Carolina and Charlotte for a very talented Bryson Nichols at car number 80, who sits third in the championship chase, 2 fourth-place finishes to open up the year, and Bryson second quick, and he got that on his second trip around, 18.304 seconds for car number 80. Seth Demis is on the racetrack right now. This is the 54 entry. Seth making his way over into turns 3 and 4. You'll see the white flag waving for Seth Demis from High Point, North Carolina, also making his first start. They will be back in action with us. They're racing tonight for 25 times around the speedway. Then they're going to be here in a couple weeks' time when the Z-Max Cars Tour is in town. So they're going to have a big stage to compete at when these Cars Tour competitors come back to Hampton for the Visit Hampton race. It'll be a great night here at the racetrack. And we have just wrapped up qualification for that young driver. Again, making his first start, Seth Demis, fourth fastest, 18.410 seconds. Jackson Fuchs is on the racetrack, car 77. He chatted with his dad earlier this afternoon along the midway. He's from Midlothian, a 2-time Virginia Speed State champion. He's a 2025 Virginia Young Lions champion as well. And he's raced at Dominion. He's racing here at Langley Speedway, and right now the 77 car, Adam, he's quick.
And they showed great speed in practice, talking about the Fuchs camp. Again, showing great speed again. P2 for Jackson on lap number 2. 18.208 seconds, so good lap for the 77 Ford Racing Machine. And now it is Zach Sprouse on the racetrack, former Mini Cup winner here at Langley.
That's right, and speaking of Jackson, Jackson Fuchs, he finished third in the last race back on April the 25th. All right, Zach Sprouse, as mentioned, is on the racetrack, car 86, very good. Lap 1, good enough to put that entry third fastest, 18.262 seconds for the driver from Stafford, Virginia. Brings it down over into turns 3 and 4, trying to dig for just a little bit more, 2 laps. Most of our drivers have gotten their fastest lap the second time around, but that will not be the case for Zach. He'll slow down a 10th. Tommy Jackson Jr. was also faster on his first lap. So right now it's Tommy Jackson Jr., your defending 4-time champion, the fastest at a lap of 18.025 seconds. Jackson Fuchs in car number 77 currently sets P2 as we now move to Taylor. Car number 28 is on the racetrack as we speak. Becomes the 10th qualifier this afternoon for Taylor Mine on the racetrack, your 2020 HRKC 2-cycle champion, sponsored by Diesel Direct for Taylor Mine on the racetrack. Lap 1, 18.905 seconds. That is 10th quick overall as Mine takes it back to turns 3 and 4. Typically the quick way on this racetrack, all the way at the bottom. You travel less distance if you can keep the car pinned down there. That is if the handling is working to your liking. And right now Tyler Mine will go faster on lap number 2, 18.305. I make that 18.835 seconds for Taylor Mine. He'll stay 10th quick. Fast Lane is on the racetrack right now. Mason Weekly, your current point standings leader, opened up the year with a points-paying win, his very, very first. Gets it done on April the 11th. Has a 3rd place finish, race number 2, a 6th in the most recent race. And lap 1, Adam, it's good.
Just as we expect, Fast Lane finding his way to the front, right behind defending champ Tommy Jackson. He needs about a 10th here if he wants to dethrone him, and slows down just a little bit, but very consistent speed. Tommy Jackson, Mason Weekly 1 and 2. Those drivers we expect to be up front. Mason has really come into his own this year, finding consistent speed and taking good advantage of it. Tommy Jackson still P1 at the moment.
14-year-old fast lane. Mason Weekly, second quick. That'll knock Jackson Fuchs back P3. The 77's on track now. We got two 77s racing tonight. This is going to be Jake Gibbs. Gibbs is on the racetrack. He'll complete lap number 1, and he'll put in the 8th fastest lap thus far, 18.448 seconds for car number 77. Again, the quick lap everybody's chasing, set by Tommy Jackson Jr., 18.025 seconds. Mason Weekly got within a tenth of a second of it. Let's see what Jake Gibbs can do on lap number 2. He'll actually slow down a tenth. He goes from an 18.4 to an 18.5. Andrew Sheffield is on the racetrack. The driver tied with Bryson Nichols, third in the championship chase, 5 points behind Mason Weekly, and he has all 5th place finishes to his effort. So he may want to go play the lottery, Adam. That's a pretty good skill set there.
Certainly would try my hand if I were him, that is for sure. Great speed out of this 54 car to start the season. Brian, to your point, P3 in points with Bryson. They are very, very pleased about what they've seen. P8 on lap 1 for Mr. Andrew Send It Sheffield. Not the lap maybe they were looking for here, but lap 2 has usually been better. Let's see what the 54 has this time by. And there it is, a good jump. The 54 machine up to P5, 18.273 seconds.
He likes the number 5 for sure. The Aloha Rasta Surf Company Slinger Printworks sponsored car, as well as Coastal Flooring for car number 54, Andrew Sheffield. Ryan Micah is on course right now. Car number 16 is racing through turns 3 and 4. He's going to see that white flag displayed. He'll get one more crack at it. Ryan Micah, 10th fastest on lap number 1. He'll clock in at 18.493 seconds for the Carrollton Motorsports driver. Working his way now back off of corner number 4. Becomes your 14th qualifier this afternoon, and car 16 will slow down just a bit on lap number 2, so he'll stay slotted P10 at the moment. Cody Carlton is on course right now. This is the 11 entry from Camden, North Carolina, just across the state line in North Carolina. Cody Carlton races at Dixieland Speedway in Elizabeth City on dirt. Picked up the victory last night for Cody Carlton in Elizabeth City. Of course, he's your 2024 champion of the Legends Series here at Langley Speedway, the 2025 Legends champ at Dixieland. And right now, he is provisionally 3rd fastest on lap number 1, 18.205 seconds. That was 3/1000ths of a second faster than Jackson Fuchs. And he goes quicker on lap number 2, but not fast enough to dethrone Tommy Jackson. He'll take the 2nd spot, 18.105 seconds. So good lap for Cody Carlton. Mason Ford, car 72, is next, midway down the backstretch for that competitor. Becomes your 16th qualifier this afternoon. Lap number 1 is in the books for Mason Ford. 9th quickest, 18.343 seconds. Digging for just a little bit more as we have one more qualifier to go after Mason Ford, and that will wrap it up as they prepare for their 25-lap race. And car number 72, Mason Ford, a nice pickup. He'll go all the way to 3rd spot, 18.113 seconds. That moves Mason Weekly back to 4th spot, so good lap for car 72, Mason Ford. Of course, the Cycle City Corp Legends will be the 6th of 7 races here tonight. 25 times around, that will be the distance. Lee Reddit is on the racetrack right now. This is car 26. Chaplain Lee Reddit from Suffolk. And let's see what he has in store here on lap number 1. 17th fastest, 19.318 seconds for car number 26, making his 2nd start this year. Race 1 finished 14th, hoping to finish even higher tonight in his 2nd start this year. Car 26 across the line. He's quicker on lap 2, but he'll stay 17th fastest, 19.148 seconds. And that will give the Mosquito Joe Pole Award to Tommy Jackson. 18.025 seconds, the fastest here on the property. He'll be joined on the front row with Cody Carlton at car number 11. So a powerhouse of champions on row 1. Mason Ford qualified third fastest this afternoon. Mason Weekly was fourth. Jackson Fuchs rounds out the top 5. Zach Sprouse posted the 6th fastest lap. Andrew Sheffield in the 54 car was 7th. 8th to Bryson Nichols. 9th was Paxton Cole. And Seth Demis rounds out the top 10. Jake Gibbs, he was 11th fastest here at Mosquito Joe pole qualifying, with Ryan Micah 12th. Wyatt Howell 13th. 14th to Colin Maxim. Landon Peterson was 15th. Taylor Mine 16th. And Lee Redditt 17th this afternoon. Coming up next this afternoon, we're going to have the Pepsi Grand Stocks. They're going to be getting in position to qualify. Following the Pepsi Grand Stocks, we'll have the limited late models presented by Yesco. Then it'll be the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks. And last to qualify this afternoon will be the Thunderous late models presented by Who's Your Driver?
Serving homeowners in Virginia since 1970, Mr. Fix-It specializes in bathroom remodeling and gutter replacement services that will transform your home. With an A+ BBB and 5-star Google rating, Mr. Fix-It helps homeowners maintain their biggest investment from scratch to finish. From tub and shower replacement to installing gutter helmet systems, Mr. Fix-It has over 50 years of experience in completing home improvement projects. We serve the majority of Virginia and are ready to assist you with a relaxed, no-pressure consultation. Visit MrFixItSpeedway.com today.
There are 13 folds that bring the American flag to the iconic shape of freedom. This summer, Folds of Honor and Budweiser celebrate 13 years of changing military and first responder lives together. Service never stops, and neither will we. So join me in raising a Budweiser to raise funds for Folds of Honor. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Back at it here at Langley Speedway. Time now for our third series to post qualifying laps. And Adam, this is the fun one. It's the Pepsi Grand Stocks.
The old school machines of Larry Kinglaw's Langley Speedway running for 40 laps around this facility. Always fun to watch these drivers put on a show, and boy, did they 7 days ago. We didn't know who was going to win until quite literally the final restart. Coming to the checkered flag, green-white checkered. Tyler Warner got his first career Grand Stock win. He's looking to back that up here tonight. Nate Lundeen is also a former winner here in the Grand Stocks. He is on track right now.
He indeed is. Lap 1, 18.566 seconds for Nate Lundeen from Halliford, Virginia. He's looking to rebound. He had 2 fourth-place runs, but slipped to 7th in the last race. So the speed's there, but now it's about regaining momentum before the front runners pull away. And Nate Lundeen goes a little slower on lap 2. He turned an 18.5 on the opening trip around. The second lap was an 18.6. Tyler Warner is on the racetrack from Glen Allen, Virginia. He's the 4-time VMCRA champion, over 35 Mini Cup wins, and he certainly has accomplished quite a bit. Trying his luck now in these Pepsi Grand Stock Series. Tyler Warner across the line, lap number 1. It's an 18.666 for car number 12. So he's had momentum swing. No driver made a bigger statement in the last race than Tyler Warner after opening the season with the 7th and 8th place finishes. The rookie exploded with the win the last time out. That vaulted him right into championship fight material. And Adam, he goes right to the top for the only driver outside of Paul Lubno to grab a win. And he may have had a little luck on his side last week when the 2 front runners got tangled up.
Had a little bit of lady luck there, getting the front runners out of the way. Talking about Tim Wilson and Paul Lubno, but then on the late race restart, absolutely got up on the wheel, took care of business, and was very, very ecstatic, obviously, to get his first career division win. Had the front bumper hanging off, but that didn't stop him. He went to Dale Inland's victory lane, and right now he's looking to do that again. Currently fastest out of 3 drivers. That's because Ryan Hutchins just went to P2, 18.534 seconds for the 27. Looking for more on lap 2.
Ryan Hutchins from New Kent, Virginia. Across the line for Ryan Hutchins, car number 27, and he'll go all the way to the top. 18.317 seconds, so Ryan Hutchins will go faster than the last time race winner, Tyler Warner, from 1 week ago when they last competed. This will be race 4 of the season. The driver that got tangled up with Paul Lubno was this gentleman, car number 17, always a fast runner. It's the Game Day H&H Truck Center. We're talking about Newport News' Tim Wilson. Tim Wilson has a couple of runner-up finishes to open up the year, finished 5th last Saturday night. And right now, Tim Wilson goes to the top. Car 17, the fastest, 18.225 seconds. And he goes even quicker on lap 2.
18.179 seconds for the 17 Chevrolet. And we've seen this 17 lead in qualifying. He's got a couple of poles already this season, still looking for that first win. That's because this guy has been a thorn in his side come race time. Talking about defending champ for 130 career wins, Mr. Paul Lubno, on track right now.
That's right, 8-time champion was Paul Lubno last year. Right now, Paul Lubno leads the championship fight here in 2026 very early on. Lap 1, we heard him get out of the throttle coming out of turn number 4, so I'm not sure if the car got out of shape, but nevertheless, Paul Lubno, 4th fastest, so that will not be the lap he was looking for, hoping for more this time around. He came in at an 18.495, and indeed, he'll pick it up to an 18.431, and he'll be 3rd fastest. That knocks Tyler Warner back to P4 for the driver who is from right here in Hampton, sponsored by J&J Clearing and Demolition, as well as Pro Turf Lawn and Garden. Gary Kidder, he's next up on the speedway. Car 33 makes his way over in turns 3 and 4 from Newport News in the M&M Mortgage Team, AJ Smokehouse and Sports Grill Bar for car number 33, Gary Kidder. 19.305 seconds on lap 1. That's good enough for 6th fastest here early on. Gary Kidder looking for improvements. They showed signs of improvements in the last race, and with the standings picked up, came up good for Gary Kidder in car number 33 when he was able to get across the line in 4th spot, his best finish of the year. Gary Kidder, lap 2, slower than lap 1. The opening trip around was 19.305 seconds. Next up, making his 2nd start this season, Michael Waters, car number 2. having some fun in the Pepsi Grand Stocks. Came home 6th in the first race back on April 18th for this driver and team. Lap 1 for Michael Waters, 19.331 for car number 2. Again, it's Tim Wilson, the fastest right now at an 18.179 second lap. Let's see if Michael can get a nice pickup here coming out of 4 on lap number 2. It's in the books, and he'll actually slow down about 3/100ths of a second from a 19.305 to a 19.334. Final qualifier for the Pepsi Grand Stocks. This is Josh Perry, and Adam, Josh was not happy with the Super Streets race last week. You and I were talking about that earlier today.
Yeah, Josh Perry had his hands full last week with a couple other competitors on track, talking about the 42 machine. Tommy Smith and a couple others made life a little difficult for him and definitely let his emotions show. But Josh is determined to come back and give him hell this week. The 42 looks sharp and looks like it's got decent speed in it as well. So we'll see how the 42 can rebound.
6th quick on lap 1, 19.024 seconds. He swings it off the final corner to see the checkered flag. And Josh Perry goes faster, but he'll stay position 6 overall outside of row 3, 18.852 seconds. And that'll do it for Pepsi Grand Stocks qualification. Tim Wilson, he'll win the Mosquito Joe Pole Award with a time of 18.179 seconds for car 17, and the driver out of Newport News looking to rebound tonight after what we thought may have been at least a top 2, possibly a win from last Saturday night. Ryan Hutchins posted the 2nd fastest lap. He's your top rookie here this afternoon. Paul Lubno was 3rd. Tyler Warner 4th, the winner from 1 week ago, picking up his first career win. And Nate Lundeen rounds out the top 5 in Pepsi Grand Stocks qualifying. Josh Perry, he posted the 6th fastest lap with Michael Waters 7th and Gary Kidder 8th. Up next here today, we're getting ready to qualify the limited late models presented by Yesco. They are coming up here in just a matter of moments.
Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
We're back here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Mosquito Joe pole qualifying taking shape right now. Thanks to everybody tuning in on Facebook Live and YouTube. And a special thanks to all these outstanding fans that are basking in sunshine and just there's no better day to be outside and to be at the racetrack.
Absolutely, my friend. It could not be a better night. We really couldn't have anything more. We've got beautiful weather. We have got beautiful race cars. And I tell you what, I don't know if we could fit another race team in here if we tried. It is slammed down here for, again, 150 laps of both late model stock and limited late model action with 4 other races to go along with it. A little bit of something for everybody on Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night. Again, that starts at 7 o'clock, race fans. If there was a night you were ever thinking about coming, tonight is the night you're going to want to do it. Come on out and see us and enjoy some great racing. Right now we're getting ready to qualify those Yesco limited late models. Tucker Jones going to lead us off.
Well, Dawn definitely agrees with you on Facebook Live. She says lots of cars tonight. Heather Maxim says let's go Colin Maxim Racing. Kelly Shaw says let's go Kyle Nestor. Grandma's watching from Florida. We also have others tuned in. Daryl says, hey, hello, Daryl. Thanks for tuning in. Stevie Morrow says, let's go, Tim Wilson. Well, hey, Stevie, I think you did the trick to give Tim Wilson the luck he needed to go out and post an outstanding lap. Caitlin says, go, Papa Nate. Rick Pouse, we missed you, buddy. He'll be back May 30th. Motor, he says, will be rebuilt. The truck is ready to go almost trophy hunting the rest of the season. We bet that is definitely the case. Savannah says, let's go, Tim Wilson. Cindy is rooting for Tyler Warner. Zach Stongel, let's go, Lubno. Good to hear from Zach Stongel. Richard Shaw to the front. Kyle Nestor, the villages in Florida are watching. So let us know where you're tuned in from. We're glad you're watching Mosquito Joe pole qualifying today. We just watched Tucker Jones from Smithfield, Virginia in the affordable auto sponsored car. He clocked in at 17.255 for car number 14. Tucker Jones, right now third in the championship chase. He won the season opening race. Get this, Adam, 4 races, 4 different winners. Parity's quite high.
It has been absolutely wide open for this division. Talking about the Yesco Limited Late Models, a lot of rookie talent coming from other divisions, a lot of drivers making the jump up to full body stock cars, and Tucker and Spencer are currently 2 of those drivers, both making their first full-time season, both already winners from Markworks Racing. And now we're watching Spencer try to take time away from Tucker. Couldn't quite do it. It's a 17.29 to a 17.25.
Spencer Conrad, one of those 4 drivers to get a win this year. He won back on April the 25th. He is from Suffolk, Virginia. Of course, we talked a lot about him last year in the modifieds. It came real close to he and Brad Adams as far as the championship chase was concerned. Brad just barely edged Spencer, but he's running strong. Second in this new season of standings from the Yesco Limited Late Models, just 2 points behind the leader, Doug Warren, and Spencer is our top rookie of the year. Next up, this is definitely a heavy hitter at Langley Speedway. Another one of those 4 drivers to get a win. Jacob Derrick is on the racetrack right now. Car 88 from Hampton, sponsored by Mercury Mulch, Bushwhacker, 2 Tree Services, and Mill Creek Tavern helps support young Jacob Derrick, who is fast, hungry, and ready to win a race, but he wants to win the pole first. And I'd say, Adam, he's got a good lap under him. Just 3 qualifiers, but that's a good one.
Yeah, straight to the top for Jacob Derrick, the most recent division winner. No surprise, the Medusa, number 88, is fast. 16.918 seconds. That's 3/10 of a second to himself. 3 of these cars come out of the Markworks Racing shop, so very similar machines, but very talented drivers. Jacob absolutely obliterating them over 1 lap. He is currently quickest. And now we're going to watch the other race winner this season. This is the 4th out of 4, Mr. Doug Warren, current point standings leader.
That's right, Doug Warren. He picked up the win back on April the 11th. Car 45 leads by just 2 points coming into tonight's races. The driver from Norfolk on his scuff lap. Now he's on his first of 2 flyer laps. We give them the opening lap to build some heat in those tires. It's American Racer tires. Then they take the green flag to start the stopwatch for 2 flyers. He is your 2018 East Carolina Motor Speedway Charger champion, sponsored by QuickTime Enterprises and Clark's Automotive. 1997 and 1998 mini truck champion and a 2011 Pro 6 champ. So he's got lots of titles. And right now Doug Warren is second quick with a time of 17.165 seconds on lap number 1. Again, it's Jacob Derrick, the quickest here thus far, 16.918 seconds. That's the lap everybody's chasing this afternoon, including Brent Burgess, another rookie competitor in the 18B car. Burgess working down the backstretch, having a solid outing thus far here in 2026. He is 8th overall in the points title. Best finish, it came in the most recent race 1 week ago when he finished 6th. Now tonight, there is just a 1 race event for these Yesco Limited Late Models, 50 times around this speedway. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch these cars. A full field of drivers ready to battle this evening. Lap 1 for Brent Burgess, 5th fastest of the 5 cars, 17.873 seconds for the 18 entry, as he'll take it to the back straightaway and now over in turns 3 and 4. Jeff Swanson, our chief starter, waving that checkered flag atop the flag stand. 17.776 for Brent Burgess on lap number 2. He'll stay P5. Up next, we talk about luck in racing, Adam. I think this guy we're talking about, Nick Sample, just wants a little bit of luck this evening.
Yeah, absolutely no luck for him last week. A little motor going into turn 3 and just nothing he could do. Some fluid leaked onto the rear tires, and unfortunately, it was not the race that they wanted to have. Ended up with some damage, but looking at that race car, you couldn't tell that they had a wreck a week ago. It is spotless. The number 66 Ford Mustang had great speed up until that point, one of the fastest cars on the track. So I imagine the Sample Racing team definitely hungry tonight. Nick Sample definitely wants to make up for the poor result 1 week ago.
Nick Sample, lap 1, 5th fastest, 17.556 seconds for the driver from Portsmouth, sponsored by Stuffed Restaurant and Food Truck, Portsmouth Army Navy, and High Street Pizza and Poorhouse, helping support this driver. Nick Sample is looking to recover. Looked like he was one of the most consistent drivers in the division through the first 3 races until that engine expired in the last race. Dropped him out and back in the standings. Was not able to finish due to that, so he's looking to make a comeback tonight. And again, lap 1, good enough for 5th fastest. On course now is Charlie Bills. I was talking with him right before the drivers' meeting earlier this afternoon. And of course, you know him as a Legends competitor. He's still going to race in the Legends series from time to time. He says he's focusing, though, on this Yesco Limited Late Model series. And I'd say Charlie Bills, Adam, has had a very successful opening start to this year.
Yeah, it wasn't the speed that they were looking for opening night, but they had a chance to talk with veteran late model racer Craig Estep and absolutely turned things around 7 days ago. Had a top 5 finish. I also had a chance to talk to Charlie, and he definitely seems like they have found something and they're on the right track. Again, a rookie competitor in this division, just learning this race car and what it takes to get around this racetrack. Right now, he's P5 on lap 1 for the 17.372 seconds. It slows down just a bit on lap 2.
He's your 2025 Dominion Legends champion, sponsored by Join or Die Knives and 860 Motorsports for the 7-time kart racing champion. Charlie Bills, 5th fastest. He slows down just a tick on that second lap. Lenny Harris is next to qualify. Car 27. Talking about Charlie Bills, much like Lenny Harris, they're looking for some support from some sponsors. If you have a business organization that you want to put your logo on the side, I'm sure these drivers would gladly talk to you. And as we watch Lenny now circulate on the Speedway, 15th overall in the point standings, had a 12th place finish in the most recent race. And lap 1 is done, 18.124 seconds. Tonight will be race number 5 of the season and the 3rd week in a row. Jacob Derrick is your defending winner. Car 88 won last Saturday evening. But again, it's really hard to tell who the front runner is in this series because we've had so many different winners. Tonight, we could potentially get a 5th different winner. Lenny Harris, lap 2 was his best lap, 17.942 seconds for car number 27. Qualifying, rolling on with Brian May from Yorktown. He gets support from Rivers Casino Portsmouth and Silva's Heat and Air. He'll take the green flag and get his opening 2 laps in the books. Gets the green flag, 10th overall in the point standings. Had a 7th place finish. That's his best for the rookie racer this year. Got that in race night number 2. It was technically race night number 1, but it was the 2nd race that evening. And Brian May will move up to 6th on the leaderboard, 17.445 seconds. Watching him go down the back straightaway. And Adam, we talk about this racetrack. It's 0.4 of a mile, but these are long and sweeping turns. You're barely going straight on the straightaways.
Yeah, with the short straightaways and the speed that these cars are carrying, you are absolutely sawing on the wheel just to come off the corner. As you see Hunter Waltrip doing that, coming to start his scuff lap, trying to get the car pointed in the right direction, and then by the time you get it pretty much planted, turning back for the next corner. So constantly working the steering wheel around here and that right pedal, trying to get this thing around this very flat racetrack. And certainly we're going to see that all night long, especially as the temperatures come up. Certainly the drivers are going to be dealing with a hot, slick racetrack. Now we're watching Hunter Waltrip do that, as I mentioned, the 17 on track now.
From James City County, Virginia, Danbury Motorsports, Barry and Company, Coleman Nursery, helping support this driver, and he is starting to build momentum at the right time. After inconsistent early results, he rebounded to a 4th place finish in the very last race and now sets only 9 points off the championship lead. Hunter Waltrip running strong here in 2026. Opened up the season with a third-place finish. So keep your eyes on car number 17. He would not surprise me if he winds up in Dale Lemon's victory lane. Right now, lap number 2 was his best lap. Good enough for 6th fastest overall, 17.406 seconds for Hunter Waltrip. Next up, a winner here at Langley Speedway as well. Just like Hunter Waltrip, Kyle Nestor from Smithfield in the Windstacks Energy. Lil's Restaurant, the Cockeyed Rooster Cafe, helping support car number 18, Kyle Nestor. Nestor may not have a win yet, but he's been one of the most dependable drivers in the field. 4 straight top 7 finishes have him sitting 4th in the points and firmly in contention. We'll see if he can better that and pick up that first win here for 2026. And Adam, I'd say lap 1, it's pretty good.
How about that for the young man? P3 for the number 18 Chevrolet, 17.242 seconds. It's about 10th or so to eclipse Doug Warren in 2nd spot. We'll see if he can get it here as he comes swinging off turn 4. The Windstacks Camaro sees the checkered flag and slows down just a tick. So I'm going to say P3. Good lap for Kyle Nestor, who's 3rd out of 11.
Kyle Nestor, P3 thus far here in Mosquito Joe pole qualifying for this limited late models. Leo Bennett is on the racetrack right now from Carrollton. One of your Bandolero's Rookie of the Year in the past. Sponsored by Consumer Litigation Associates, Smithfield Station, as well as All Out Cycles, helping support this driver. We're talking about Leo Bennett, car number 16. Leo currently is 12th in the championship chase. His best finish for the rookie racer is 8th place, and he's gotten that on 2 occasions. Leo Bennett hoping to build on that momentum. Right now, car number 16, as we look at the leaderboard, is 9th fastest, 17.527 seconds. Comes out of turn number 4. And Leo Bennett will go quicker, but he'll stay in the 9th spot as he'll register at a 17.434 seconds. Car number 99 is on the track. You know this guy quite well. He's been in our Wacky Wednesday program, which that's the street legal racing program that'll be cranking up here pretty soon, but this is Sparky West.
Sparky's pretty much done it all around Langley Speedway. Wacky Wednesday, Legends competition, now runs in the Limiteds. It has been a joy to watch Sparky kind of get after it here and learn this new limited late model. He's in his 2nd full-time season with RDS Performance and having a pretty solid start to the year, but we'll see what the 99 Ford Mustang has in it. So he's a little snug a week ago trying to dial that out. The car looks plenty loose here tonight, but maybe not quite the speed he was looking for, 17.574 seconds. Brian, that puts him 11 out of 13.
He is sponsored by S&W HVAC West Plumbing and Heating. Support Sparky West. Let's see if he can pick it up on this 2nd time around. He will not. He'll actually slow down just a tick, so that'll keep him just outside of the top 10, 11th fastest overall. This is the Virginia Beach racer, Sarah Weitzel, your 2023 Southern National Bandolero's champion. She finished 9th in the limited late model points last year, and she's sponsored by Applied Resource Technologies, Moyak Automotive, and Little Creed's Boutique. Help support car number 21. Sarah Weitzel now on her first of 2 trips around this racetrack as far as the stopwatch is concerned. Finished 10th 1 week ago. Showed speed, the back end kicking out on that car. She's dirt tracking it. Fighting a little handling issue coming off of turn number 4. Lap 1, 13th fastest, 17.932 seconds for Sarah Weitzel. And I believe she's going to be your final qualifier for this Yesco limited late models, and that car way out of shape coming out of turn number 4. Keeps it together, and Adam even goes faster on that 2nd lap.
I want to take a second to give a shout out to the Sarah Weitzel Racing Group, Brian. They were at Wake County Speedway last night having some fun, had 2 top 10 finishes, and they have made the turnaround to come here. Young 18-year-old now, Sarah Weitzel, getting her teeth cut at short track racing, and Brian running at 2 different tracks in the same weekend. What an effort from this team.
Indeed, that's the case. They have been busy. Jacob Derrick, though, gets it done. He'll win the Mosquito Joe Pole Award at a time of 16.918 seconds. Doug Warren will join him on the front row for the 50-lap race. That'll be coming up a little bit later on tonight. It'll be race 5 of 7 in total for this Tidewater Safety Shoes night at the racetrack. So again, it's going to be Jacob Derrick, Doug Warren, row 1, Row 2 will be Kyle Nestor and Tucker Jones. The 77 of Spencer Conrad posted the 5th fastest lap with Charlie Bill 6th. Hunter Waltrip 7th. Brian May 8th. 9th to Leo Bennett, and Nick Sample rounds out the top 10. Sparky West was 11th fastest overall. Brent Burgess was 12th. Sarah Weitzel 13th. And Lenny Harris posted the 14th fastest lap here this afternoon. And we are so glad you're here. We're ready to go qualifying for the tough trucks of NASCAR. But first, let's talk to the pole setter.
Standing by with race winner from a week ago, Jacob Derrick. Jacob, I think Gold Medusa got faster in 7 days, buddy. What do you think?
Oh yeah, man, we've been hard at work, and it's definitely shown. We're ready to go for tonight, and we've been working on our long run speed all day, man. I feel like that's what's going to be key here tonight with it being hotter, so we'll see how it all plays out.
How do you guys adjust for the different temperatures? Last week was a little colder, now it's warmer. How do you guys kind of prepare for that as a race team?
Oh yeah, with these smaller tires, you don't get much grip on a hot day, so you really want to leave that, because when you put the new ones on, it'll grip up for you, and it'll be awesome.
Let's see if they're awesome tonight, Brian. I think they've got a shot at it. That's Jacob Derrick, pole sitter for the 2nd time in 7 days.
He's trying to become the only driver in this series to get multiple wins. It should be a very, very exciting 50-lap race coming up here in just a bit. Well, the trucks are getting in position. We'll have the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks coming up next.
From the shipyard to the job site, work smarter, safer, and more comfortable all day long in work boots, safety shoes, and work apparel from Tidewater Safety Shoes Service. Footwear from the brands you trust, including Ariat, Carhartt, Timberland, Red Wing, Volcom, Skechers, and many more. Only from Tidewater Safety Shoes Service. Family owned and operated since 1973.
Larry King is committed to helping those whose health, safety, liberty, or well-being have been wrongly victimized. You can have confidence in knowing you have a strong, skillful, and dedicated legal team.
Larry King knows accidents and injuries. He knows the law, and he can help. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
We have nearly 40 years of trial experience and have helped tens of thousands of people for all types of serious personal injuries, criminal offenses, and other serious legal matters. Larry King Law has the knowledge, experience, commitment, and resources to be your powerful advocate.
Cycle City Corp, your #1 dealer in motorcycles, ATVs, and personal watercraft. They carry all the major brands: Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, and Can-Am. Cycle City Corp is located 1 mile off the interstate exit 258A. Stop by for unbeatable deals. Cycle City also has a huge parts and accessories department. Come by and check out the latest styles in Oakley sunglasses, HJC helmets, and Joe Rocket jackets, just to mention a few. Cycle City has a #1 service department with factory trained mechanics, so stop on by. Cycle City Corp, 634 Jake Lyden Morris Boulevard in Newport News. Or call 595-9721. 595-9721 for super great savings. Cycle City Corp, sponsor of the Legends and Bandos. Race fans, I've got one simple question for you. Do you know how you're getting home tonight after the race? If you hesitated, now's the time to find a designated driver. Ask a friend or family member, or use a ride-sharing app. 100% of truck driving deaths are preventable. So ask yourself, who's your driver? Plan ahead and use a sober driver and buckle up, learn more. And who's your driver.org.
Ashley Wood is tuned in, I should say. She says, let's go, Brent Burgess. Shannon Gibbs is rooting for Riley Music. Madeline Clark says, let's go, Leo. Hey, Jack Dodson's tuned in, our good buddy with Jack Dodson's Racing Insider News with Scott Allen. He says, hello from one room over, and the name is Jack Dodson. We'll be talking about that, I think, for a while, Adam.
Courtesy of Sparky West and courtesy of Sammy Gate, I'll get it right, and Robbie Parker. Jack's nickname for the week has been Dusty, Old Trusty, what do you want to call him? It still works.
All right. Having a great time. Of course, we'll be talking with Jack here in just a bit, I am sure. Brian Gleason is tuned in from Dover, Delaware. Shane Parrish says hello from Gibbon, Nebraska. Rooting for Greg Edwards. Also have Terry Fuller tuned in. Says look at that 45 and P2. Heather Edwards is also let's go the number 66. Paul Travis is tuned in from Virginia Beach. Well, Paul, we wish you were here too. Come on out over and join us. And Richard Saul says, way to go, Kyle Nestor. And also Logan Fowler is watching. Says Connor Wendell, let's go. as we are going now to the Truck Series presented by Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks. And Wayne Lyon becomes our very first qualifier this afternoon. Pickup truck 66, 21.419 seconds. Again, that is Wayne Lyon from Suffolk, raced in the Enduro Series for many years back in the early 90s. Also raced U-Cars in the past as well. So he is a longtime competitor, and lap 2 was better than lap 1. 21.419 seconds for pickup truck 66, Wayne Lyon, who's looking for his first top 5 this year. The 91 is on course now. This is going to be Chris Alexander, and he'll actually now be the fastest pickup truck here at Langley Speedway. Smithfield, Virginia is home for the rookie last season. Picked up the Rookie of the Year honors for Chris Alexander. 20.199 seconds for Chris Alexander. Lap 2 even better. It picks up by about another 10th. 19.814 seconds for Chris Alexander, 6th in the championship chase. Speaking of the championship chase, how about it? Chase McAdams is on the track right now. After just 2 races with consistency and getting a win, he is right now your point standings leader. That's right, the former champ himself is leading the championship chase. Pickup truck 62. Chase McAdams, the fastest right now, 19.549 seconds for McAdams. That'll knock Chris Alexander back to 2nd. 3-time Truck Series champion. It's been a few years since he's won a title, but I'm sure he's ready to go back and grab it here in 2026. Again, he leads by 3 markers over Gates Korbaszewski, and lap 2 was even quicker, 19.288 seconds. So Chase McAdams is your fastest qualifier thus far. Next up, the defending 2-time track champion Chris Bechtel is on the racetrack right now. But Adam, 2026 hasn't been kind to Chris.
Yeah, a little bit of a championship hangover for Chris Bechtel. Not for a lack of speed. They were leading race number 2, in fact, when mechanical issues awoke in that truck and cost him a good finish in that race. So they're looking to rebound for sure. Talking about Bechtel, who finds himself outside of the top 5 in points entering this evening. Lap 1 is good, 19.512 seconds. Needs about 2/10 and some change to get the McAdams lap time eclipsed. Can he do it? No, not. Picks up, but stays P2.
The Finer Homes sponsored car, WG Speaks, miles of seamless gutters, as well as his dad, John Bechtel Photography, supporting Chris Bechtel, who right now is 2nd quick. That's still nearly 2/10 of a second off the mark from Chase McAdams, so hoping for a better night, I'm sure, for Chris Bechtel in pickup truck 57. Gates Korbaszewski is on the racetrack right now, 3rd fastest on lap number 1 for pickup truck 3, 19.660 seconds for, again, Chris McAvoy from Newport News in the Mama's Boys Modern American and A&W Properties for make that pickup truck number 3, Chris McAvoy, and he'll knock Chris Bechtel back to 3rd. So the 2 Chris's fighting for position. McAvoy will get the 2nd spot. 19.399 seconds for Chris McAvoy. Chris McAvoy is tied with Bill Wallace, 3rd in the championship chase, just 5 markers behind the leader, Chase McAdams. Donald Brown is going to be out right now. The pickup truck number 05, 4th on lap number 1, 19.681 seconds for pickup truck number 05. This will be his 2nd start of the year. The driver from Hampton. He's getting support from Calico Creations, Doug Sample, Gene Nichols, as well as Letterhoney Sign Company and Portsmouth Army Navy. For pickup truck number 05, Donald Brown, 4th fastest now on lap number 2, 19.681 seconds. Well, Adam, this isn't the driver that we normally see behind the 02, but Bill Wallace is back.
Yeah, great sportsmanship from Jesse Hall, who's stepping aside, letting Mr. Bill Wallace come compete and have some fun. Bill, race fans, if you remember one opening night in race number 2, well, it couldn't have gone worse. Found the outside retaining wall down the front stretch, and the front end was destroyed on the number 19 machine. So Bill running the 02 machine, maybe not quite the speed they're expecting, but still a decent lap, 20.477 seconds. It's going to put Bill P6 right now out of 7.
Bill Wallace, you and I were talking, when he wrecks big. I mean, he slammed that outside retaining ball here at Langley Speedway, and he's in a different truck here tonight as he repairs his pickup truck. But last year, he also had a heavy hit, so thankfully he's indeed okay. But he's looking to get his truck back, but like Adam mentioned, is driving a different truck here tonight. Mason Jurdes is on the racetrack, pickup truck 22. Takes it back to turns 3 and 4. Let's see what Mason Jurdes has in store from Virginia Beach, the 2023 Enduro's Rookie of the Year. Lap 1 for the 22, fifth fastest, 19.741 seconds. Still one more truck to go after Mason Jurdes. Over in turns 3 and 4, he's your top rookie thus far in 2026, fifth in the championship chase, had a third place effort in the most recent race on April the 18th, so he's hoping to build on that. But a good run for Mason Jurdes, who does go about a tenth of a second slower from a 19.7 to a 19.8 on lap number 2. Gates Korbaszewski is next. Car pickup truck number 4, the final qualifier this afternoon for Gates Korbaszewski from Hampton. Best finish of second. He's sponsored by several folks who help him out, including Portsmouth Army Navy and Holland Lean PLLC, skilled lawyers for the hard fight ahead. Gates Korbaszewski, sixth fastest on lap 1, 19.757. And lap 2 even quicker, 19.483. Fourth fastest for Gates Korbaszewski, and that's going to do it for Mosquito Joe pole qualifying for the trucks. We still have one more series to go, including our Who's Your Driver late models. So Chase McAdams gets it done. He'll roll off and lead the field to the green flag for the 25-lap race coming up later this evening. It'll be the fourth of 7 races. Chase McAdams wins the pole. Chris McAvoy was second fastest here this afternoon. Chris Bechtel was third. Gates Korbaszewski fourth, and Donald Brown rounds out the top 5. Mason Jurdes was sixth fastest here in pole qualifying, presented by Mosquito Joe. Chris Alexander was 7th, Bill Wallace 8th, and Wayne Lyon 9th fastest overall. Coming up next, it's going to be the Who's Your Driver late models. They are getting in position. They're lined up on pit road, and they're going to be coming out one by one here in just a matter of moments.
Mosquito Joe knows that race fans don't let much spoil your time outdoors. But are you spinning your wheels when it comes to getting rid of mosquitoes? Let Mosquito Joe make outside fun again for you and your crew. Mosquito Joe treatments allow you to enjoy your yard without the nuisance of pesky mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas. No more itching and scratching, and no more wasting time on smelly products that don't work. When you call Mosquito Joe, be sure to mention Langley Speedway and receive 50% off your first spray. Visit MosquitoJoe.com or call 855-ASK-A-JOE to get started. And remember to mention Langley Speedway. With Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again. If you've got questions, O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge, just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people. O'Reilly Auto Parts. From the shipyard to the job site, work smarter, safer, and more comfortable all day long in work boots, safety shoes, and work apparel from Tidewater Safety Shoes Service. Footwear from the brands you trust, including Ariat,
Almost time for the final series to qualify and set the starting lineup for our feature events presented by Tidewater Safety Shoes, and they are our premier sponsor for tonight. And we're so thankful to have all these great fans here with us today. Thank you to everybody tuning in on Facebook Live and YouTube. Just about set to put these late models out on the racetrack. And Adam, we've got a full field of them down on pit road where you are.
It is absolutely slammed down here. And it also helps that the YesGo Limited late models are here as well. So it is absolutely jam-packed. We're looking at almost 40 cars across 2 divisions, my friend. It is absolutely jam-packed. Like I mentioned, I don't know if we could fit another truck and hauler in here. It is filled up to the brim. And again, this is 3 races across 2 divisions. We are in for some great racing. We'll run the first 50 laps. That's what we're getting ready to qualify for. And then we'll set the field based off of race 1's results with the invert up to NASCAR's discretion. And it's going to be 2 epic barn burners, I'm predicting. Got some big names in the field. Some drivers making their 2026 debut. And a full field of hungry full-time competitors to give them plenty of fits here tonight.
They will be ready to go. And speaking of ready to go, Mark Wirtz, car 55, a 5-time champion here at Langley Speedway, a 2-time NASCAR regional champion, voted most popular driver 4 times. Chesapeake's Mark Wirtz on the racetrack. Qualifying for this series, they'll get a scuff lap. Then they'll take the green flag for the stopwatch to begin, followed by the white flag and checkered flag. So 2 laps that will be timed. We'll take the best of their 2 laps and use that to set the starting lineup. You want to be the fastest as far as speed is concerned, or the less time on the stopwatch. So Mark Wirtz, lap 1, he's working over in turns 3 and 4. CorvetteParts.net for Mark Wirtz, 16.021 seconds for car number 55. This will be the 3rd race for the Hoosier driver late models. Mark Wirtz had a top 5 in race night number 1 when he came home P5. Lap 2 even better than the opening lap, 16.002 seconds. Again, this series is going to have a total of 2 races tonight, 2 twin 50s here this evening. This will be the first twin races of the year. And Adam, we talk about it week in and week out, but it's all about tire management.
That's right, tire management going to be key, Brian, for this first race and also for the second race. We talk about it. You got to have something underneath you to start that second race because it's a full race worth of points. You don't want to lose. That hurts your opportunity for a championship. So you got to have tires and a race car worthy of competing underneath you to just even make it to race number 2. We'll see who does that the best here this evening. We're watching young rookie Atlee Weiss on track right now. Part of the MWR camp, a 16.160 puts him 2nd out of 2.
Atlee Weiss from Hayes, Virginia, the 2022 Bando State Champion. Of course, ran limited late models last year with great success. He was the 2024 Limited Late Models Rookie of the Year and a race winner in 2025. The Juan's Mexican Cafe and Cantina, Water Street Grill, and Bay Custom Collision Centers helping support young Atlee Weiss, who will clock in 2nd quick overall, 16.160 seconds. Next up, this is Greg Edwards, who is tied for 4th, or excuse me, Danny Edwards, who's on the racetrack right now in car number 26. Danny Edwards is 9th in the points chase. His best finish this year for the 6-time champion, 7th. And right now, Danny Edwards will go all the way to the top, 15.909. So car 26, very, very fast for the 6-time champion and also a NASCAR regional champion back in 1999, sponsored by Danny's Glass and Safe Harbor Blue Water, supporting Danny Edwards. So Danny Edwards is the quickest, 15.902 seconds, even faster on that 2nd trip around. Well, I'd say it's a family tradition here at Langley, Adam.
Absolutely. Where you find Dad Danny, you're going to find son Donovan, now also a late model stock race winner here at Langley. Number 27 Chevy Camaro has had great speed this year. Comes into tonight P3 in the points. Been a great start to his sophomore campaign. Donovan starting his first time lap. Number 27 Danny's Glass TJ Sports Tavern Chevy Camaro works his way through 3 and 4. Comes across the stripe P3 at the moment, 16.065 seconds.
Donovan Edwards, you just heard it, 3rd fastest overall on his final trip around here to set the starting lineup for race 1. Race 2 will be lined up based on how they finish in the very first race, and then we'll invert at least 8 cars, possibly more at the start. So it's going to be interesting when you have some really fast race cars jumbled up in the middle of the pack. Donovan Edwards, nice pickup on lap 2. He'll go to second, 15.989 seconds. That's 8/100ths of a second slower than Danny Edwards. Here he is, race fans, your defending and now 8-time champion at Langley Speedway in the Premier Who's Your Driver Late Model Series. This is Greg Edwards. What a year he had in 2026. I'll make that 25. Trying to do it again here in 2026 for Greg Edwards. He is tied with Ryan Matthews for 4th in the overall point standings. Had a 10th place finish in the most recent race back on April 18th. Came home 3rd at the season opening race. And right now, Greg Edwards slots in 2nd on lap 1. He goes faster on lap 2, but he'll stay in position number 2 beside his brother at the moment, provisionally on row 1. Adam, get this, 15.905. That's just 3/1000ths of a second off the mark set by his brother.
In case you're wondering, yes, those cars come out of the same shop, and they are both very, very fast. 902 to a 905 here start off, and it's the Edwards brothers sweeping the front row with Donovan in tow. 1, 2, 3 for Edwards Motorsports at the moment.
Casey Wyatt is on the racetrack from Hampton. Wyatt on the course right now. 42 years of age, sponsored by Yesco. He'll take the white flag for Casey Wyatt. 5th fastest, 16.057 seconds. Casey Wyatt 15th in the point standings, 2 13th place finishes to open up the season. Here comes the 29 car, the back end trying to slip out from underneath of him, but he keeps it pointed in the right direction. And Casey Wyatt has a nice pickup. He'll go to 4th quickest, 15.994 seconds. Drop that on the 2nd trip around. Your 7th qualifier is on the racetrack. This is car 47 from Norfolk, Riley Music. Riley Music 6th overall in the point standings, 2 top 10 finishes, including a 9th place in the most recent race. Opened up the year with a 6th place finish for Riley Music, car 47. He's part of the Kulwicki Driver Development Program, as well as sponsored by 523 Holdings Incorporated and Thurston Spring Services. Here comes Riley Music across the stripe. He'll knock Atlee Weiss back to 7th because he takes the 6th spot, 16.009 seconds. That is 7/1000ths of a second slower than Mark Wirtz, but he is still trying to get a little bit more, coming out of 4 on lap number 2 for Riley Music. He'll go faster, but he stays right in that 6th position at the moment, 16 point, correction, he actually slowed down just a bit on lap number 2. He went from a 16.009 to a 16.100. So Riley Music has very consistent laps there for the most part, as we're watching Connor Waddell come out. Connor Waddell will take the green flag for the 8W race car. Connor Waddell on the racetrack here. He is your 8th qualifier. Still a full field of cars sitting down there, including Adam, a very familiar car 77.
That's right. Everybody's favorite driver here at Langley, Connor Hall, makes his return. Would you believe it? Busy driver these days, busy individual, I should say, with Weiss Motorsports, whether it's racing in the truck, the late models, or maybe just being a crew chief on the late models. He's very, very busy and active, and now having some fun racing Murph, number 77. He'll be back with us here tonight. And qualifying up next here on track, the 2-time national champ and 2023 Langley Speedway track champion.
Connor Waddell posted the 7th fastest lap overall for the 8W car, 16.069 seconds. Here is the other Connor, Connor Hall, the Town Bank sponsored race car. Out of turn number 4 for Connor Hall to take the green flag. Good to have him back here at Larry Kinglaw's Langley Speedway. Connor Hall, synonymous with seeing that checkered flag when he comes across the stripe first. Here he comes out of turn number 4. White flag is waving, and Connor Hall, he'll go all the way to P1. 15.812 seconds on his opening lap. About a 1/10 of a second faster than Danny Edwards. Can he go even quicker on lap 2? He will. 15.788 seconds. Connor Hall, the fastest on the property thus far this afternoon. So a great lap for Connor Hall, who is doing big things in 2026, and he's come home to race at Langley Speedway here tonight. Ryan Matthews is on the racetrack, car 51 from Matthews. Part of the Matthews Racing program is young Ryan Matthews. Car number 51 overall is tied, as we mentioned earlier, with Greg Edwards for 4th in the championship chase. His best finish this year, it came in the most recent race when he brought it home in position number 4. Matthews across the line, lap 1 is good enough for 4th, or provisionally outside of row 2. 15.988 seconds for Ryan Matthews. Here he comes one more time across the stripe, and he'll pick it up, but he'll stay in position number 4, 15.983 seconds for car number 51. Craig Estep is on the racetrack. Had a chance to chat with him very briefly this afternoon down at the drivers' meeting in his 50th year of racing from Poquoson. He tells me this will be his final year as far as driving on a full-time basis. He'll be at the racetrack next year, he says, but in a car ownership program. Craig Estep has seen it all here at Langley Speedway over the years, and just somebody it's always good to have a chat with. And you've got a question about what's happened in the past, Craig can certainly tell you, and he knows this racetrack very, very well. Lap 1, 16.392 seconds. Swings it back to the final 2 corners before he sees that checkered flag. And Craig Estep will slow down just a tick. And I say slow down, Adam, it was by 2/1000ths of a second. So very, very consistent time.
That's what you get with 50 years of experience. You know how to run very consistent speed in the race car. Talked to Craig briefly before he climbed in the car. Said the car's driving well. They're just lacking a little bit of speed. We're trying to dial in the gold and black number 25 Chevy Camaro. I'll tell you one driver that was dialed in. How about young Chris Horton Jr.? Very limited experience out here, was P2 in the second round of practice, the 42, looking to make something happen.
Chris Horton from South Mills, North Carolina. He becomes your 12th qualifier this afternoon. Again, the Hoosier Driver Late Models, 2 races, all in one night. 250 lappers here this evening. Speaking of speed, he does. He goes to 8th fastest, saying he does have speed with that race car. 16.002 seconds, actually ties the time set with Mark Works as well. Can he break that tie and go quicker? He indeed will, Adam. Nice pickup for car 42.
Yeah, good speed in this 42 Toyota today. P4 for Chris Horton Jr., 15.972 seconds. That is within a couple of tenths of Connor Hall's lap, so very, very much in the ballpark. And they should be very excited about the speed later tonight, as should this driver. Already multiple poles for him. Talking about the other Toyota, that's the number 31, Cole Bruce.
Cole Bruce from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Through the 2 races, Chase Burrow has been flawless. 2 races, 2 wins, and the points lead to match. Right now, the rest of the field is chasing car 00 and trying to figure out how to stop him. And what happens here on lap number 1, and that's actually car number 31, I should say, speaking of Cole Bruce. And I'm looking at my wrong note here, Adam, because Cole Bruce is looking for his first win of the season. He's actually had a 3rd place effort in the most recent race, and right now he is 2nd quick.
Yeah, slowed down a little bit on lap 2, but had a great first lap, 15.875 seconds. The only driver so far to be within a tenth of Connor Hall's lap time, so very good speed from Cole Bruce. But Brian, you mentioned Chase Burrow, the only winner this season, though. He's racing with Hettinger Racing in the Cars Tour, so not here tonight. It's going to open the door wide open for a new winner this season.
That's indeed the case. We were talking earlier about Chase Burrow, who has been flawless. 2 races we mentioned, 2 wins, not here tonight. So somebody will actually stop him and pick up the victory, and certainly miss having him here at the racetrack. But he is at another track, as Adam just mentioned. And on this course at the moment is the 09 of Michael Rogers. Michael Rogers 10th in the championship chase with a 7th place finish to open up the season for car number 09. See if he can go a little bit quicker. The driver from Midlothian, Virginia, a late model track champion at Shenandoah Speedway. The O'Neill Engineering Services sponsored car 09, quicker on lap 2, P13, 16.213 seconds for car number 09. Aiden Millett is on the racetrack right now. The rookie racer in the Hoosier Driver late models. Aiden Millett, 11th in the championship chase, and what a run he had the last time out when he grabbed a 5th place finish for the 2024 and 2025 Limited Lates Champion. Aiden Millett, the 15th qualifier, with still 3 more to go following him. You'll see the white flag register, and we'll see what he is able to put on the board. Nice lap number 1, 5th fastest overall, 15.912 seconds, but everybody is trying to get to the time Connor Hall got when he laid down a lap of 15.788 seconds. And Aiden Millett will go quicker. He'll move up to 3rd now, 15.878 seconds. That's just 3/1,000ths of a second off the Cole Bruce race time in car number 31. So good lap for car number 9, Aiden Millett. On the track right now, this is Woody Howard, car number 41. Woody Howard right now is 2nd in the points chase. Adam, 2 runner-up finishes. He wants to finish 1 spot higher tonight.
Yeah, the winningest driver from last season has done everything but win this season. That 41 came close in race number 2, dominated the second half of the race, but that long run speed from Chase Burrow was just a little bit too much for him to handle, and ultimately came home 2nd as he's on the racetrack right now, taking the green flag. Let's see what Woody Howard has in store. Could he get his first pole of the season?
We are getting ready to find out. Woody Howard, 13th on lap number 1, 16.075 seconds. Swings it out of turn number 4, and Woody Howard moves all the way up to 6th fastest, 15.936 seconds. Again, that is car number 41. Cody Bryant is next up on the racetrack in car number 08. Cody Bryant, 13th in points this year. 1 top 10 finish with an 8th to open up the year. Finished 15th in the last race. Cody Bryant, lap 1, 17th quick, 16.689 seconds for car number 08. And we still have, again, 1 more car to go following Cody Bryant's time. He's looking for a nice pickup, or at least hoping for that here on the 2nd time around for car 08, and he will pick it up 2 positions to the 15th spot, 16.169 seconds. Cody Bryant coming through turns 3 and 4. And 14th is what the scoreboard is showing now, 16.108 seconds. Chase Johnson is next, and the final qualifier this afternoon in car 57. Chase Johnson trying to chase a win, possibly chase a pole this afternoon. Takes the green flag. Again, the 18th and final qualifier. If he wants to get the pole, he'll have to go faster than 15.788 seconds. That's what Connor Hall has been able to do this afternoon. Cole Bruce right now is provisionally 2nd with Aiden Millett 3rd. Danny Edwards 4th at the moment as we're watching Chase Johnson on the speedway. 16th fastest on lap number 1, 16.164 seconds. Here he comes down the backstretch over in turns 3 and 4. Trying to keep the car pinned to the bottom of the racetrack. Swings it wide out of 4. Checkers are in the air for Chase Johnson. And he'll slow from a 16.16 to a 16.17. So P16 is his time. And with that, that'll wrap up Mosquito Joe pole qualifying. Connor Hall gets it done, 15.788 seconds. He's the fastest here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. I believe Adam's going to try to catch a word with Connor here in just a moment, but Connor Hall is the fastest. Cole Bruce posted the 2nd fastest lap. Aiden Millett was 3rd. Danny Edwards was 4th, and his brother Greg Edwards rounds out the top 5. Of course, Greg being your defending and 8-time track champion. 6th this afternoon was Woody Howard. Chris Horton Jr. was 7th. Ryan Matthews posted the 8th fastest lap. Donovan Edwards was 9th, and Casey Wyatt rounds out the top 10. Mark Wirtz was 11th. Riley Music 12th. Connor Waddell 13th, 14th to Cody Bryant. Atlee Weiss was 15th, Chase Johnson 16th, Michael Rogers 17th, and Craig Estep qualified 18th here this afternoon. And that's how they're going to line up in race number 1 for the Hoosier Driver late models. We'll crank things up with the Bandoleros first this afternoon at 7 o'clock. They'll go for 15 times around. Then we'll have the first of 2 Hoosier Driver late model 50-lap races. Race 3 is the Pepsi Grand Stocks for 40 circuits. Race 4 is the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks for 25 times around. Race 5 is the Yesco Limited Late Models for 50 circuits. Then we'll have the Cycle City Corp Legends come out for 25 times around. And then we end the night with that second Who's Your Driver Late Model 50-lap race. All of that coming up this evening, presented by our friends at Tidewater Safety Shoes. So, Adam, a great lap for Connor Hall.
Driver 77 gets it done one more time here at Langley Speedway. The more things change, the more stay the same as we stand by the race car waiting for Connor to talk with some fans here and get a word with them. They're happy to see him back at Langley Speedway. So we're going to see if we can walk down here and grab a quick word with our pole sitter. It's pretty much like he never left. This car out of the gate just fast in practice, both sessions as a matter of fact, and it's absolutely beautiful to be out here showing great speed. He's down here talking with Aiden Millette, Dwayne Skittle and company, catching up and maybe giving him a few tips and tricks, although I don't think Aiden and this group really need it because they were that fast. And I think they're talking about their race battle tonight because Connor is going to be a threat with Aiden. They're going to be starting up front tonight. The old 9 team's going to be looking to give you a threat. Talking with Dwayne Skittle. Connor, Smurf's fast just as it was last year, my friend. How about it? The car just unloads and does great things.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a learning curve. We came out on Monday and was pretty shocked at the amount of grip that this place has lost, and spent a lot of time working on just our balance. You know, we always knew we were going to probably have some good speed to bring into this week, but just a lot looser than we're used to. And I joke that every time I get into the thing, it feels like I'm just tightening it up. But I think we've got it pretty close to what I would call home, and we'll see how. I know she's fast for 3 laps, but hopefully she can hold on for 50. So just super excited to be back and have a good off weekend with my friends and family, and just see if we can have some fun tonight.
That's great, buddy. Thank you for being here. That's Connor Hall, your pole sitter this evening, and looking to get him a piece of hardware, maybe 2 tonight. Wouldn't put it past him, Brian.
We have seen him come out many, many times and sweep the night and win both twin Who's Your Driver late model events. That could happen tonight, but we've got a full field of drivers that want to take it from him. Connor Hall will lead the field to the green flag coming up a little bit later on. That is going to do it for Mosquito Joe pole qualifying. Coming up next at 6:45, we'll have pre-race festivities and then live coverage beginning at 7 o'clock. If you're tuned in on social media, hop in the car, head to Langley Speedway, get your tickets at langley-speedway.com, or you can get them at the box office once you get here on the property. We're going to have some fun tonight, but if you can't get here, tune in to live coverage on Flow Racing at 7 o'clock or a little less than an hour from now. For Adam Welbrock, I'm Brian White. Thanks for tuning in to Mosquito Joe pole qualifying on this Tidewater Safety Shoes evening at the racetrack.